Hi guys, I just made a video about Garuda and I just recalled that we looked at the Linux kernels. So by default it's Linux LTS, and I was a bit surprised, because I don't go that much to Garuda, that there were so many Linux kernels you could try. There are really a bunch of Linux kernels. And this is a virtual machine, so it doesn't hurt one bit to do something. Doesn't cost us anything either, just time. So let's play around. Let's make this guy bigger, maybe a Control F. Yeah, nice guys. Garuda, you did it. So you have a full screen again. And if we do Control T, let's do a scal, right? So let's get everything in and see if we have, let's see if we can have up all. Let's do an execute of bash. Let's see if we have an up all. We don't. Oh my god, right? So the bash RC, I'd really like my bash RC to be our bash RC. So this guy, Visual Studio Code, why not? Mark done. So whose is this? Not ours. And we have a bash RC backup. He doesn't get it. Just want to install the kernel. Come on. Not ours either. Not ours either. Not ours either. Okay. etc scal. Okay. So, if I really want that, I do ATT and I go for the ArcoLinux tweak tool. There's another way of doing this, of course. Okay, so services, shells, install, done, and then bash exec bash, and then we do updates and scals and all that. All right, so that's okay. No. And that's it. Okay. So we have now the bash RC from us again. Right, ArcoLinux, and HiFetch is one of the new guys we've done. I wanted to test kernel, so I have my own bash RC now. I see everything the way I like it. Minus S Linux something. 131. Now it's not all kernels, but there are kernels, Linux, AMD, and I wanted to have a look at, can we have a look at PAMEC? Let's see if PAMEC works. Can we have a look at Garuda? Let's make this bigger. Where is Linux? The L from Linux is not here. There's Lotte. Not here. So all the elements, the kernels, are coming from chaotic AWAR. So we go in here, and then you see that this slider becomes very small, and we're only at the C, so it really is to the L. But I want to manually scroll through it rather than search for it at the top. Almost there. So here we are, and we can read a little bit. It starts really at the word Linux somewhere. There's an AMD kernel aimed at this. So know your hardware. Yeah. All AMD stuff. Linux CacheOS scheduler by kernel modules. And at least you have a line of code, right? But it goes on. Hopefully for you, you can click on a link and then it quickly gets quite technical if you're on Linux, if you want to read about kernels. But here are the bleeding edge GPU drivers and kernels and modules. I don't know, issues with GPU drivers? And this is what you can do, right? On any ArcoLinux based system, add chaotic AOR and get it. Whatever you need. Here's the Liquorix kernel and modules. I just want to try one in this video and telling you guys, hey, there is really a lot going on in the world. We're now on 6.163 LTS, but you can also have the Linux mainline, so the one that's coming to us, which is a release candidate, RC. There's the mainline. There's the next. Or was this the newer guy? I think both of them, but this is really Git version, the next one. There are always differences. So take a look at the size already, 109, 212. No, those are documents. 136, 109. And there's also the Nitrous for Skylake and newer, compiled using Clang, right? Fire, security for performance, whatever that means. So I'm just a user like you reading a line. That's it, right? Frogging family is something you should take a look at. It's a well-known web site. Well, github.com, GitHub project. So, I mean, if something fails, right? If hardware does not work, this is one of the things I'll check out. Is that kernel working for me? Is that kernel working for me? Because I bought hardware that's sketchy for Linux, is not working off and on, or just black screen, not working at all, right? It's possible. And you can try out new kernels, other kernels, but you have to know about your stuff, right? You need to know your stuff, your hardware, and NeoFetch is certainly one of them. LSPCI is one of them. LSPCI, I think, is one of them. So you know at least what things you have. This is VirtualBox, doesn't say anything really, because Apple Inc. Jesus, right? But there you go. We type in something like that. There is also a hardware application. I always forget this one. No, that's not the one. That's just an application. That's not the one at all. Hardware. That's the one. System Profiler and Benchmark. This is a nice GUI that shows you some more information. You can go and have a look at some stuff here. You need to know what processor you're on and have names. On ArcoLinux we have the CPU, I think. So I immediately know what I'm on, the name, and I can have a look and build my own kernels. Videos have been created on that as well. And KB Lake is my name here. And then you figure out what kernel might be the best choice for you. I've made already my choice. I want to have the Linux mainline, or was it the next Git? Let's take the next Git. I think that's the most recent, 29 November, and the mainline is from 27. So next Git it is. Sudo pacman -s linux next, and now we have these guys. Take them both, because maybe you're gonna need it for other applications that need headers, and then you're in the clear. Don't have to think about it. So go get them both. And if any of the applications require a rebuild and DKMS things, then it's there. Building init RAM files for Linux next Git. Dirty. Okay. And we see that grub has changed. Linux next. Let's just try. You see SR does not exist in Garuda because of the bash or C. It does. SR sudo reboot is even shorter than reboot. can make a new one, or all right, there's a session again. Discord, kill. Alt N, new wallpaper, don't like it. Alt T, trash wallpaper, don't like it. Alt F, favorite, like the wallpaper, it's now in my favorite folder. Alt N, next again. And then Control T. So we are on the release candidate 3, next. And you test your system, right? Is it working? Is anything working? Wireless and so on, is anything working? It's not working, basically. That's what you're looking for, is it not working? And try out. Okay, that's the video. Just telling you guys, if you have issues, then there are kernels. And if you are on anything ArcoLinux based, make sure that your npacman includes 3 things. It needs to include where the packages are. So in the npacman.conf, you tell them it's going to be on Garuda, it's going to be on Celtic AOR. Make sure that keys, the packages for the keys are assigned sometimes, that it's installed, right? A keyring, a package, where it is. So in the etc pacman.d, it needs to know where, because it's pointing to Celtic mirror list. If it's not there, it's not going to work, right? So this is your list of where are all the servers. And then you need the keys, which is often a sudo pacman -s. Distribution name, minus keyring, minus mirror list are the guys that are including this. And then the keys. And remember the cars. Sudo pacman minus the SUV is a car, right? The type of car. So here is everything you need. Pacman.conf, dbase, the cache, the hooks, log file, and the GPG directory. So anything like that is interesting to know. Okay, that's it for me. So the kernel is working, but this is VirtualBox, so no real test at all. But it's interesting to show you that if there are issues, there is a lot of kernels you can try. Just activate the Celtic repository. So if you have the ArcoLinux tweak tool installed, then you go to the shop, basically. Pacman is your app store, basically. So Celtic's repo is here, Garuda's repo is here, Reborn OS, Endeavor OS, and so on and so on. You activate and deactivate and do your thing. Cheers.